Now, the relationship Jean had with each one of his disciples and church members, those who are gone and those who are here today, was a special one. You alone know how much he cared about you, what he brought to your lives, and also what you brought to his. Slightly edited in the interest of time, here are some of the comments you have made about Jean this week. One of my treasured moments was his dazzling smile, the same smile I saw just a few brief hours before he passed into the worlds of light. His supernatural nature was much greater than his earthly nature, which could be so irritating at times. So true. When I first met him at a lecture in San Francisco, his light so filled the room, I thought I was in a Star Trek film. Jean Savoy was fire from heaven, the inner fire of the soul expressed through a passionate vision. He drew us, who were seekers after truth, away from our worldly diversions and gathered us into a sanctuary. Then he pointed the way for us to continue on the path. Jean Savoy was the most determined individual I have ever met. I greatly admired him for being largely self-taught and a scholar. He was an incorrigible bookworm. I am blessed to have been a part of Bishop Savoy's life. He is the godfather of my soul and truth. When I first met him, it was like meeting a celebrity and a friend all rolled up into one person. He seemed to be everywhere and yet nowhere at the same time. His presence brought life to my sleeping spirit and opened my ears for truth. Reverend Savoy had a deep capacity to know the other individual's inner truth. His presence and his example have made it a joy for me to serve God and his plan. I am truly blessed to have known him closely and to have shared his journey for the past 30 years of my life. The soul of Jean Savoy shone on us for a mere 80 years, but his light was like that of a distant star which takes many, many years to reach us. And this from an old friend who came from another land to work at Jean's side many years ago. Simply, we had good times together. And from a contemporary of our children, it is hard to think what I have learned in my life that wasn't connected to him. Jean taught me to value joy and celebrate life. Need anyone say more? Jean may have been born small, and in the end his body may have been frail. But without a question, his was the life of a giant. Jean dared dream big. He dared make those dreams a reality. And I am sure that, as he told me many years ago, he was ready at his last breath for the golden figure to take him to the other side, where I wouldn't be surprised if he is throwing a dipsy-doodle pitch or breaking out in a tap dancing jig on heavenly cowboy boots.